Let's bring in our senior Washington correspondent, Dan Raviv. And Dan, is the president considering anything like the age restriction on AR-15 owners that puts him at odds with the National Rifle Association?
Well, as you heard, it's on the table for discussion. That's what his spokeswoman, Sarah Sanders, said. And that's understood to mean that in a state like Florida, where you can't buy alcohol till age 21, or a handgun, by the way, in that state till you're 21, you can buy a rifle at age 18, and perhaps there could be a federal minimum age, like probably 21. And other restrictions, a gun safety course, a longer waiting period before you buy, requiring a license, perhaps they're all on the table that Sarah Sanders spoke about. But what will Donald Trump pick up off that table and embrace as his own idea? Would he peel himself away from the NRA, the powerful lobby that supported him enthusiastically in 2016? It has 5 million members. A lot of campaign contributions come from them. And maybe, just maybe, Trump sincerely agrees with the NRA that the answer is that there should be more guns in the hands of good people in this country. We really don't know. He may well be thinking about all this. He might focus on mental illness, on school security, as he indicated there, metal detectors, armed guards, and maybe even on cultural issues, urging parents to discourage their children from playing those violent video games all the time. There's a lot on that table, David.
Dan, has the White House been surprised by the political activism of the students in Parkland, Florida, and the way that they seem to be fueling and framing the debate?
Officials aren't admitting it. I think, in fact, that White House officials decided to behave as though the Parkland student activists hardly exist. Sure, they're being praised nationwide for wanting to do some good, change some laws, being so eloquent, but Trump's team doesn't refer to them. As a matter of fact, there's a plan for a town hall in Florida Wednesday evening with those student activists. Florida's 2 senators are taking part. President Trump was invited and he ignored that. Instead, Trump says he's about to start his own 2-week fact-finding beginning on Wednesday, meeting with some students, we're not yet sure with whom, and also educators and police and health experts. But everyone who works in the White House knows about the protests, knows about the one especially just outside the White House on Monday, where 17 teenagers lay in Pennsylvania Avenue, right, acting like the victims of the Florida school massacre. And we know that Trump was watching TV from his tweets, we know that, during the 3-day weekend in Florida. So he saw the protests, and the student activists may not feel like they're being listened to by the White House, but I bet the officials and politicians have heard them. David.
Dan Raviv, our senior Washington correspondent. Dan, thank you.